Dire team
you can rip apart the wave. Like, you can call down Flak Cannon, now Firefly, you could Splitter Blast down the waves, but VP's push, it won't stop. Now because of Death Prophet, they have the Mass Serpent wards, and I'm interested to see just how hard EG comes to them, which makes the 4th pick, in my mind, work wonderful, because now they have jump in, now they have the initiation
10 seconds
that stops
remaining.
VP from just setting the terms of the engagement.
So question, as EG
5
just
seconds remaining.
picked the Bat Rider, now this makes a lot of sense because they now know that Virtus.Pro are going to be playing the Death Prophet, and they do not in their lineup yet have a save for her. So you pick the single target initiator in the Bat Rider. One of the problems with that is that recently the best laning phase counter to the Bat Rider in the pro scene has been the Life Stealer. That's a signature hero for Ramses. It is still available in the pool. You might see you go back a little bit, a couple metas ago, Slark was viewed as a laning phase counter to the Bat Rider. He's a hero that Ramses plays as well.
Yeah, but...
And finally, if you want that, save, you might still even think about the OD as Virtus.Pro.
I like that call on the Life Stealer. I think that's something that we might see, actually. We saw a lot of the Puck and Life Stealer attack coming out from VP series in Dream League. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty worried about Evil Geniuses here, guys. Where's their break? Whatever happened
Radiant
to
team ban.
Treant Protector. Remember that hero? People used to pick that so that they could protect their towers and slow the game down.
It's too slow now. I think that EG takes Medusa, and I think that Virtus.Pro takes Earth Spirit, or Life Stealer. Sorry.
If EG, so make the case for me, Blitz.
Remaining.
If EG picks Medusa as Virtus.Pro,
5 seconds
do you not
left.
think about the anime?
Don't freeze up.
I don't think so. I think the game pace might be slow.
Okay.
I don't know how AM is nowadays. It feels really weak. Really.
Especially with the nerf to Blink, his transition for early farming is quite slow.
Yeah.
I would say PL. I think PL or
assuming we see the Medusa.
I think PL or Life Stealer for VP, and I think for EG they take Medusa.
Yeah, it's interesting. VP has played some PL. They've had a slight bias when they pick up, and they're going to ban the AM. That
they'll take Dusa.
Definitely supports your Medusa here. VP, when they've picked up
Dire
the PL, has
team's
shown a slight bias to running it mid on no one. Great call by the Blitz there. Absolutely nobody's surprised. And so I think, yeah, you're down to PL or Life Stealer for Virtus.Pro, depending on how important you believe it is to directly counter the Dusa.
There's some viability for like a weird hero that you could take.
I said Slark is off, like, sort of off chance.
I thought like Faceless or Jug or something.
5 seconds
something
remaining.
With mana break.
I haven't seen Jug at all in this tournament.
Oh, remember Weaver has the mana break talent.
Yeah, I mean Weaver would have been really sick here because he's also good against. Is Weaver banned?
No, Weaver's not banned.
Oh, then I say Weaver.
Okay.
I think Weaver's good against Medusa, and it's one of the better heroes against Bat and laning phases.
Choose your hero.
I genuinely thought it was banned.
No, I sort of, it popped into my head at the very end. I had kind of done the same thing mentally, ruled it out. But
I saw a blue hero on the side, and I.
All right, there you go. Blitz calling the last 2 picks. We're going to start calling you winner here in a minute. All right, boys. Game 1 of day 2 of our major about to kick off. Give me your picks.
Virtus.Pro.
Okay.
Yesterday, I went 2-0 against EG, but this time I will ride with the boys in blue, EG for game 1.
I ain't gonna, flippy floppy. I said EG before the draft blindly, and I'll stick with it even though I know stuff now.
This is 50-50 for me. I'm going to be honest. I think that's a little bit of a cop-out, but I'm going to go ahead and go for Virtus.Pro, make it an even split on the panel. I think I like what I've seen from Ramses recently on this Weaver. I think it's going to be a great game. With that said, let's get going for today. I will send you over to our casters for our first series. Here are OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Nahaz. And here we have it, day 2 of the major, and what a series to begin with. EG versus VP. Both drafts, for both teams, seeming to end in a way that it looks like they're happy with. They were sort of predicted by the panel. Yeah. They both have their merits, having the Medusa for EG, having the Weaver in response for VP.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, looking at these drafts, is there anyone that's sort of come out on top? Is this going to be one of those incredible Medusa games, or do you think VP can deal with this amount of Medusa?
I think VP can deal with it. However, they have to be very fast-paced. I think if the game starts slowing down to like the very slow tempo, that's where EG is going to just start where the ancient came into like a massive factor.
Yes.
And this time around, you look, there's Gyro, there's Dusa. These 2 hit ancients. You don't really have this kind of heroes that can slow down the pace and just flash farm like that. So I think the tempo for VP has to be very, very fast for them to make sure that EG can't fall back and farm like that. and fall back on their just very farm-intense heroes. And the other nice thing that VP has is this Weaver, like they're mentioning, the mana break is incredibly good because you build the Diffusal, you get the double mana burn versus that versus the Dusa, but it's also like the best lane for him versus a Batrider. That's one of the few times I like seeing Weavers personally is versus
as a
Batrider.
response to the bat, it can indeed secure that nice lane indeed. But we'll get ourselves familiarized with the lineups as we have RTZ playing the Gyrocopter for EG, Samael on the mid lane Medusa, Universe on his off lane Bat, and the supports Crit moving around on Earth Spirit.
30 seconds to battle.
Winter Wyvern. Over on the side of VP, Ramses indeed playing the position 1 Weaver solo, supporting on Shaman. But towards the mid lane, no one will be there on his Death Prophet. Lil, once again, we saw it yesterday, we'll see it today. The Undying support, and Pasha, last but not least, the off-lane pup. So, lane matchups, as you say, what, EG, I mean, as you say, you know, the Weaver is going to be all right, and in fact, as you say, is going to have a good time. The lane against the
pretty damn good time up there, yeah.
How do you still let that lane happen? You don't move the lanes around, you just accept that you can't really do anything about the Weaver's farm earlier?
I think the Earth Spirit can make moves up there and just like try to kill the support. Killing the Weaver is very unlikely, but at least trying to pressure that support so he can't just chain pull is a factor. And right off the bat, Ramses and Solo, they actually do get the D ward. So Ramses, as you see, has one last hit and a little bit of experience going his way on that Weaver. So right off the bat, though, it looks like EG is starting with the 3 heroes mid. They want to try to punish this Undying when he steps up and throws in the case. That's what that tells me.
That's the plan. Crit tries with the rolling. Won't be able to find the connection, though. That's himself.
When they get double made by Lil. So now it is going to be Puck versus Gyro in the 1v1 for the start, which is great for Puck. You get that great levels at the beginning, and Pasha actually leveled Waning Rift at the beginning. A little higher damage, I guess, since it's 100 instead of the 70 from the orb.
Yeah, secures the CS as well.
Yep. Okay. And it looks like Crit is going to do that, what I was talking about, going toward that top lane so he can make sure that Universe gets some stuff up there, because Universe is definitely at risk of dying pretty easily once the level 2 comes out from the Shadow Shaman and Weaver. A
few stacks onto the Shaman, they may even be able to go for it if Crit connects with the roll.
Yep.
Solo's got to be careful. He's got 4 stacks on him at the moment. Crit still with the patience. Now he'll reveal himself. Solo immediately with the shackles. He's got 5 stacks of sticking up on it. Doesn't matter. Crit. So we got to get out of there. They can't take the fight. Crit taking far too much damage as the Weaver and Shaman focus him.
As soon as they get level 2, that's what I was talking about. The bugs, the swarm is insane how much damage it actually ramps up, and he's really free to abuse and spam him because he's versus that Batrider. So he has the magic wand charges at all times versus that Bat.
Mid lane, 6 for 2 on no one, 3 for 0 on the Medusa. Samael suffering a little bit with the dual lane, understandably so. No one, this very strong combination in mid, dying Death Prophet.
Yeah, Dusa is already one of the lower strength heroes in the game at the start, and he's getting put down to like 360 HP over and over again from double decays.
Yeah, having
decay twice.
Yeah, his strength down and then the damage of the Mystic Snake. It's not fun to lane against at all.
Yep.
Top Solo. Towards Crit. We'll go for the shackles. Universe is there. So's Lil backing up Solo. Crit quick for the rollout. We'll be fine. Turn the attention towards Universe. Universe is continuing to chase Solo. He's got to go for the TP out. And with that, he will make it back to safety. So going down up top.
Yeah. So VP, I think this is pretty beneficial for them because not only are they doing very well in the top lane and the middle lane, but Pasha is getting left alone in a 1v1 versus a Gyro, which is excellent for Puck, as I was mentioning before.
Mid lane fear. A little bit of harassment. Got the DD rune. Bring no one down a little bit.
Man, look at Sumail. 7 and 1 last hits to the 15 and 6 of the Death Prophet. He's really getting punished by this Undying.
Up top as well, look at Universe's position. He's coming right round, grabbing the creep wave. For Solo and Ramses, they'll just turn towards him. They've got the shackles, they've got the bugs, and Universe is done. That's first blood to Ramses. A little deep there.
He's trying to pull the creep wave.
Yeah.
Solo kind of just was walking his way back and ran right into him.
And no one.
They're trying to punish this Undying. They have all 3 sitting in mid lane, Fear and Crit. They're not really having great success on that, though.
I was going to say, so far so good for VP. All 3 of their cores at the highest CS now. They'll be rolling onto no one. He is very low. Get a Siphon off. Is it enough to save him? Verify the Soul Rip. Lil keeping no one alive. And no one will survive the onslaught of these 3 heroes going straight for him. And he just walks it off.
Look at the last hits are just really incredible right now. Just to start up.
Across the board, yeah.
Like even the puck is well advantaged over the gyrocopter.
These lanes working out perfectly for VP. I mean, sort of touched on it with some of the interactions like the Weaver bat lane. We knew that VP were going to have these strengths, but 4 minutes in, I don't think it was expected to be as strong as this for VP. This is very, very solid opening in the laning stage.
This is exactly what they want. Ooh, that was, I think Crit just tried to use a smoke, and it was burnt by Lil. Lil was actually like really close to him too. He saw him with the ward as well. I think maybe that might have been a misclick or something.
And it feels like the problem is as well, it's seeming to be quite hard for EG to get much done with the rotation of their supports. We've seen Crit go to the mid lane, go to the top lane, and it's very hard for him to get stuck in. As soon as he goes in with the roll, he has to get out of there because VP in both of these lanes have great potential to turn around and take him down. He'll try again in the mid, does get a good kick back onto no one. Into the snake, looking for the body blocks, but he can't quite find it. No one's able to get back up to the high ground. And again, sort of the problem we're saying, there's not really the greatest of follow-ups to when Crit makes the connection.
Pasha's about to have phase boots bottom, and then he can actually bully Arteezy quite a lot, because Arteezy's actually out of regen. He has to go back to base. That's really painful. The off-lane puck. Having a stellar time.
They do move in again on mid, and they get no one very, very low, but it's still not quite low enough. Salve's there for no one. He's going to be fine to stick around in lane, continue this farm. 26-11 against the 17 for 4 of Samael.
Definitely a very harsh start for EG.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what VP needs to do. Like we were saying, they need to keep that tempo up, and right off the bat, all their lanes going this well. It's looking very solid for them. Pasha just really bullying Arteezy over and over again.
Arteezy now has his phase boots, but as you say, it's slower than the Puck's phase boots himself up top. Universe caught out, taken down. It's such a scary lane for the bat.
I mean, he cannot do anything up there.
We saw how close it was to the tower, but these heroes can still grab him with ease. There's so much potential between the Shaman and Weaver against a Batrider.
Yep. And you saw Solo skill build. He was 1-0-2 at that point. So 2 points in the shackles, just understanding the damage will come from the Weaver and from the bugs. He just needs to hold them in place. He's had to expend, I think, 2 salves now. I think he actually had to burn the shrine as well. So, he used the shrine and he used his 1 salve, and he's still forced back to base right afterwards. Pasha with those phase boots, as well as now level 6. Gonna use his defensive shrine and come back to the lane right away. All 3 lanes heavily dominant for VP right now. 2k gold lead already at the 6-minute mark. And the experience is also about 3,000. That's very significant at this early point in the game.
Really struggling to have that impact that they would have hoped for with the movements of the Spirit Crit now down in the bottom, just looking to soak up some of the levels whilst Arteezy's been forced back to base. But he's in trouble. He's going to roll away, but the Dream Coil's already down. He snapped in place and he's down. Arteezy puts the cooldown out, but Lil's already out of it, and Lil will be fine. Pasha as well, no worries. The homing missile connects, but he'll still be more than safe in this bottom lane. 3rd kill for VP. EG yet to really scratch VP's lineup at all.
Yeah, Arteezy started to catch a little bit on last hits, same with Sumail.
On top ramp,
top lane is
he's level 7, he can afford to dive, and he may just get away with this kill. He'll chase it down. Universe trying for the TP out. Is he going to make it? Ooh! Only just. But again, this is Universe being forced back to base. Ramsey's having all the space in the world up top. 47-24, 7.5 minutes in. And as I was saying, level 7 as well. The experience for him, very, very good. Solo has been doing a great job of getting the pools going, making sure that they maximize what they can find out of this lane.
Exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, Solo's going to have a pretty early level 6 mid lane. Getting harassed a bit. Roll committal.
They do have indeed the slow onto Lil. Lil turns. They've got the heals though, and with the Siphon, no one's trying to man up onto Crit. Does have to be a bit careful with the snake coming through. He's out of mana. He is low. But EG can't quite finish off the kill. They have a homing missile inbound, but no one should be able to get himself far enough away. Lil racing himself over towards the rest of his team, TPing in. He'll be fine. No one can get himself far away from EG before that missile connects, so EG cannot do anything off the back of that connection. And Ramses has also come over as well. EG, they had the full 5-man there in mid lane. It doesn't achieve anything. And now Samael's in trouble, because now the team's awkwardly split up. Samael will go for the TP out. He does make it. Oh no, he does it base!
No,
the Dream Coil damage, I guess, after he TP'd out, and the bugs?
But he died in middle.
Oh, he
died
did
right here. Yeah.
All right. That must have been the combination of TPing out into the Dream Coil and Ramsey's getting the final touch in.
Did he TP to the tier 1 mid? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, mid. No one. Gets kicked in. And
there we go. There's EG getting themselves stuck in. They'll get a kill. And Sumail going down like that. A little bit awkward for EG. 2k gold lead for VP, 4 for 1. Ramsey's steaming ahead on this Weaver. 5k net worth. Big kill for him to get. Just moving to mid and taking down the enemy mid. He's working on the Diffusal Blade.
The dream start for a team with an Undying on their lineup.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if Ramses gets this Diffusal Blade at the pace that it looks like it's going to be, Sumail's life just becomes so hard. Anytime they find that, I mean, sure, everyone, yeah.
So then he can deal damage with the Cold Embrace heavily. He can pretty much kill he can pretty much kill anybody that he segregates with the Diffusal plus the Swarm.
EG, as we mentioned, with the Medusa, if they can slow it down, they can play the farm game, but VP doing everything in their power to make sure this game moves along at the momentum that they wanted to with their lineup.
And they've smoked up. They're looking for another catch here with the coil up. They're trying to get Sumail here.
He's
very far up.
Very, very far up. Dream Coil out. 4 heroes there. No escape for Sumail. He's out of mana. Fairy Fire will not save him.
Fear as well.
Cleans him up with the crit swarm. Ramsey's, he's just going to be ready to dive this fit. Struggling with the bugs. Dominating Ramsey's now and just a few hundred away from that Diffusal Blade with that kill. Boosting him up in the gold. It's looking like an absolute clinic from VP really.
Yeah. Making all the right moves and the lane's just going so advantageous. The Earthspirit and Wyvern have not been able to find almost any success. Only that one kill that they found on no one a couple minutes ago. Now Pasha bottom. He's going to wait for somebody else to come down. It's going to be Ramses TPing. He's stalking crit. Doesn't have coil.
There's no coil. Crit. Lucky to TP out like that. And we'll move into a smoke movement from EG. They're heading down mid. Universe yet to hit 6, so there's no lasso on this bat. Still just level 5 on unit.
Yeah, they're going to have to have crit connect. He's going in for it.
He will find the smash. Homing missile on cooldown. Is there any sort of save for VP? TPs are coming through. They can't get there in time, so no one will go down. EG getting a big kill as they group up and go as a unit. They'll put some pressure on the tier 1 tower as well.
They really need to get this tower with this 5-man rotation. That's probably the biggest thing for EG. Bottom VP's already taking down that tier 1. And it looks like EG should be able to secure this one as well in the mid lane.
That tower, that will be the 11-minute Diffusal Blade on Ramses.
Wow, that's so fast. And he's level 10 too, so he's got the mana break talent at the same exact time. So that surge of damage.
Yeah, his damage is going to be off the charts.
I mean, Sumail is sitting at, he gets decayed once and he's sitting at 680 HP.
Yeah, decay and mana burn, the nightmare for a Medusa at this stage of a game.
Yep.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Let's look at the levels too. Medusa's level 7, and so is the Shadow Shaman.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
VP now. They're not halting. They're just going in.
Sumail post the Stone Gaze, but look at that damage. Immediately out of mana. He will survive for now. We'll see if Ramses wants to dive in. Stone Gaze will hold Ramses back. He's thinking about it. Fear getting low. They'll keep Sumail alive, but we saw that. If he doesn't have that Stone Gaze, he dies every single time that play happens.
They're prioritizing for crit. That's the only concern for them if they're going for those dives, is if crit comes in, gets a nice boulder smash silence, that's where they can get punished for overcommittals, but damage that comes out is insane. And now they're going to pressure mid tower, and not only that, they're limiting all the farm. Look, EG is actually farming almost nothing on the map at the moment. RTZ's trying to farm a top neutral camp and try to pressure the tower, but VP's invasion is going incredibly well.
Yeah, with the way things are going, it's still impressive how RTZ is keeping up as he is. He's only 1k behind Ramses. When you consider the overall state of the game, this is Artur, you know, keeping his head down.
But this is
keeping focused and farming like RTZ.
The fact that they've lost their bottom tower, they've lost their mid tower, now their access to their ancients is completely jeopardized, and that's pretty much their best way to come back in this game. So VP looking really solid in these first 13 minutes. Committing it.
Look at the silence. Dream Coil straight away. VP ready to dive. 4 heroes surround Sumail, and there is no chance for that Medusa.
Dire structures are fortified.
I think at this moment, EG it's fully on RTZ to make the farm, make the plays. Sumail is not going to be getting it this game with the amount of focus that VP are putting on shutting down Medusa. RTZ has to maximize what he can with the space, and so far so good. for him at least. But overall, VP just as a team looking to be quite a bit more awake than EG this morning.
Yeah. The scary thing is sure he's playing Gyro and he's got this decent farm. There's just a lot of nuke damage on VP. Just spell damage nukes and they have ways to close the gap with the Weaver and the Puck. So if they get on top of him, he's going to drop incredibly quickly. Not as fast as the Medusa, because Sumail has 780 HP, but he will die very quickly if they can close it. And Ramsey's now committing up top.
He's got his eyes on him, and RTZ has to TP out immediately. We'll get out of there, but he's got to be ready to do that every single time. Just as you say, so much physical coming out from this Weaver at this stage, Ramses.
And look at the wards coming out, actually from both sides. VP has very deep aggressive wards, so they can see it pretty much any time EG goes to farm anywhere on their side of the map, while EG has pretty aggressive wards. I guess just to watch the movements from VP.
Yeah, and
their side of the map is very dark. If VP does just play on their side, it's going to be pretty hard.
I mean, I guess because as well, they're expecting VP to go for these pushes, so RTZ realizes the safest place is probably to be up on that top half of the map, and that ward coverage makes it even more so.
I think they go. I think the idea from EG with those wards is we don't want to fight by any means. We just want to push the lanes out as hard as possible, and then just try to get an advantage after that. But now VP, they have Flesh Golem, the amplified damage on the Roche, plus Serpent Wards and Ramses. They'll be able to drop this very quickly on top of the Exorcism.
Okay, this with these EG not even attempting to have a look in on the Roche bit.
Tells me we haven't seen the last of him.
Look at Lil's build. He actually ignored Tombstone entirely this game. Just Decay and Soul Rip. Maximum nuke damage for these low HP heroes on the side of EG at the moment.
Yeah, I guess effectively in the fights it's very easy for EG to deal with the Tombstone with
Radiant's middle tower is under
attack. So you can
attack.
focus it and also get the damage done in the fights. Understandable.
EG.
Radiant's middle tower is
VP's still pushing through the side lane.
We get the roll in. Got the Boulder Smash connection onto Solo, and Solo will be getting
Dire's bottom tower
down. RTZ finds the kill. They'll be able to claim this tier 1 as well. The problem is VP are pressuring 2 tier 2s at the same time. Ramses is on mid, the rest of the team's up top, so EG, they get a support kill, they get a tier 1 tower, but they will lose their mid tier 2 in return.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
EG still needing a little bit more from these trades to have a chance of catching back up to the pace of Virtus.Pro this game.
They really need to blink on Universe to try to get any kind of catches. It's still going to be very hard. Ramses stalking Sumail right now. He's under a shrine though. It is there.
He's not getting much out of this one, Ramses. He's got to run, and he will. Quick time lapse and a Shikuchi away. Oh, I say away. Ramses is playing incredibly aggressive. Crit will be straight out of there with the TP. And Ramses has no scare at all at the moment. I mean, understandable of how big he is. Yeah, Aegis, 2 points to scale up top, no one. Set up with the Yules onto RTZ. RTZ trying to get himself away. Is there going to be any sort of save? Crit's there, the Boulder Smash. It will come out, but the right click was already through for no one. As RTZ's down, no one goes for the 2-man silence. The TP out, and he makes it away. EG, they just don't have the means to cancel it.
Perfect silence. Hitting the Wyvern was the key there, so he can't get the curse off.
A full hood on no one as well. That combined with the Yule Scepter making him incredibly durable and hard to take in these fights. Ramses consistently just hunting down Sumail. Sumail's out of mana. Ramses won't follow through for the kill. Knows that there is backup for EG in the neighborhood.
When he does that though, he just slows Sumail's farm so much because Sumail then doesn't have mana for Mystic Snake to push out lanes, and it forces reactions from the rest of the team. VP looking very solid this morning.
What's Ramses going for next is BKB.
Most of EG's damage early is magical. That's what you see. No one went for not only the hood, but on top of that, he went for the 12% magic resist talent, which we see. Different people vary on the Death Prophet. They either take the, they sometimes take the 50 damage, they sometimes take the magic resist. EG now, smoked up. I believe that would be the Blink Batrider that causes him to do that, and yes, but it is under a ward.
And this was so important. They needed to do something big with this Blink reveal, but as you say, VP, fully aware.
They're smoking themselves.
They want to try and get the smoke on smoke. And we'll see if they find it. They go for the wraparound. On the high ground, already being jumped on. Crit's there. It's just a one-man dream call. We'll set up for the Earth Spirit.
That's most of EG's team fight, though.
Sure, once one guy's down at this stage, EG, they can't take the fight. They have to back off. Sumail getting focused, instantly out of mana. So it's a walk back to base potential for him. The homing missile does connect onto Ramses, but as we say, he's still fine. Has that Aegis intact, and the space is there for VP to take another tier 2. 19 minutes coming up, all tier 1s and tier 2s down. This is it was the plan from before. This for VP, it's exactly what they were hoping for this game, and there have been very little hiccups so far in their execution.
Really fast tempo, minimal mistakes, and with this they get to shut down the comeback mechanic from EG. They're going to be putting wards around the Ancients constantly, just always stalking that area so that the Gyrocopter and Sumail on the Dusa cannot farm those areas.
EG with another smoke up. Let's see what they found. They go for the scan, but it's a bit of a false flag. It's just the illusion. They do realise that, and they'll look to go deeper. They head over towards VP's jungle.
They've only got the one ward right now, so they're trying to play around it and get some more wards down. Crit does throw an extra one down, and they're going to go meet up with Sumail. Because Ramses has the full
bottom
BKB
tower
already
is
on
under
him.
attack.
Now they're all TPing up top. They have coil available.
Oh, Passion.
But the ward from EG that just gets placed does spot Ramses.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Build for Arteezy, looking to finish off the SM1.
EG's trying to like slow the pace down and try to get like a few some single pickups with that Blink Dagger on BAF, but they all have to group up together, because if they split up, that's when they can just get picked off and bullied by this Weaver. How massive he really is. Aegis gets reclaimed.
And EG, if they do slow it down, they do have this Gyro Medusa lineup that can transition very nicely, and they're not in the best place. They're in an okay place, though. You look at the farm. Sure, Ramses is ahead. Sumail and Arteezy climbing their way back up that board.
Slowly but surely. They're limited a lot on the map, though. That's the one issue. So they can only farm pretty much on...
Well, they've got eyes on the Earth Spirit. As you say, a large bit of their team fight will be taken out. Straight away, crits down. VP chasing for more. EG retreating back up to the high ground. They'll get the defusal slow onto Arteezy. He's already up in the base. We'll be fine. Getting these slow and painful pickoffs outside the base. The two ults are there. You've got the Ghost, you've got the Serpent Wards ready to push when VP feel that they see an opportunity to do so. But it is hard. The high ground defense, very strong from EG.
Yes, the Splinter Blast plus Firefly is pretty tough to push into with the Dusa there.
They can stall this game despite being 10k behind at this early stage.
It's their only way back. They can't really win through head-on engagements. They have to get some kind of pickoffs with the lasso and just, yeah, stall out and defend high ground. Well, let's see what items are being picked up. Octarine will be the next choice for no one. Solo is going for an Aghanims on the Shadow Shaman, just trying to force those buildings as expected. Pasha, next will be Lincoln's, and Lil almost has that Spirit Vessel finished up. VP getting a lot of big item time as well on the side of EG. They're pretty limited. It's really just going to be the Gyro and the Dusa who are getting pretty much anything at this rate, because the other heroes really depend on getting pickoffs for team fights. So SNY finished up on Arteezy, and Medusa has finished up Mask of Madness on top of that Hurricane Pike very shortly.
And here comes a bit of a tease of a push, maybe. They don't have the Death Prophet with them, VP.
Not much good
The wards,
they want to force something.
will be enough. Yeah, they'll start to pressure. They'll get the fortification out of EG at least. Tombstone being kept alive for a little bit by the Soul Rip. Will still get taken down. Easy gold there for Sumail.
Arteezy was just spotted by the ward. They're committing on it.
Oh, they got the Dream Cold, but he TP. Oh, the Yules! Pasha's got it. Arteezy's held back. They'll turn with the cooldown, but with Ramses there, Ramses getting very low. Does have to time lapse back out of it. In fact, Arteezy, he's still alive for now.
He's speedy.
He's going to get away from this with the phase and the SMY. He's back to the shrine. They're still diving. They're still chasing. The shrine hitting him off a little bit. The lasso's there from Uni. He's managed to catch out the puck. Pasha's down. Now it's easy trying to turn, but the ghosts are out for no one. They have to get out of it, EG. Fear buying himself some time with the cold embrace. VP are looking for the bigger targets. They have the yours catch onto Universe, but Universe forces up to the high ground. He'll get out of there. And what an escape from Arteezy. Ramses will end up cleaning up the Winter Wyvern, but considering that turn of events, that's fantastic for EG. The ghosts are out. It's not there for a push. Arteezy escapes despite the ults being dropped on him.
Ramses really wanted to hold his BKB charge. I think if he committed the BKB and just stood under the
rather than time-lapsing back and then having to,
yeah, he could have maybe gone for that kill there, but wanting to hold that 10-second charge was the choice he went for. But yeah, Artur, with that Mask of Madness SNY, he is quite speedy.
Very speedy indeed. It's easy, keeping his cool.
And look at this, Sumail has now passed the Death Prophet in net worth, so
and this is
small gains, small gains.
That 10k lead down to a 9k. If it continues at this pace, the game very well may turn on its head with EG's heroes. You never want to draw it out against a Medusa and a Gyro. We saw it, I can't remember which team yesterday, they had sort of these two farming cores. That sort of passive moment, maybe can be VP themselves. It just put them so far ahead. And they can catch up EG.
Yeah. They're starting to get map control back on their side at least, so they can start to farm out their neutral camps, push out the waves a bit, but they're still under a decent amount of vision. I think a gem pretty early couldn't hurt for EG since they're at such a deficit. That'll really help them just secure RTZ and Sumail's farm. And they smoke under another ward. VP on point with their vision this game. But Lil walks in with an Invis rune. Do they have detection?
They
placed 2 sentries down.
It goes the wrong way.
He's out of there.
All right. Easy smoke dispel by Lil.
The well played by no one.
As EG's movement fully spotted out.
Yep.
And VP actually sort of preparing as they do group up mid in return. And they'll smoke up themselves.
Under a ward as well.
Oh, okay, so now EG know what's going on. Does anyone get the jump here though? That's the question.
They do have vision of everyone on the high ground. VP, that is.
There's the jump patch, a two-man dream call into the silence. There's the follow through. They drop the wards on the high ground. Fizz been trapped. He's been silenced. He's taken down. That's one down. Sumail pops the stone gaze. Look at the turn. Pasha falling low. Has the phase shift. He's got the orb back up in a second. Can he get himself out of this one? No, that's RTZ the one in bigger trouble. Pasha does escape for now. Sumail's now been left behind. He's down as well as Ramses. No one moves forward with the exorcism. VP cleaning up 3.
Wards win games.
Absolutely.
That one ward that they have. We've seen that one time and time again. Exposes all of EG on the high ground in perfect jump by VP.
RTZ's having to buy back. They really want to protect Sumail's buyback as well, but the speed of the push may force it out. But the ghost still out. VP taking the tier 3. Boulder Smash out onto 2. Flame Break from Universe as they're trying to slow things down. Ramses just moving in, pops the BKB, keeping EG at bay. He's looking to go deep, bringing them down, taking out Fear, turns towards RTZ. We'll have to time that's back. EG, they do hold the racks at least, but that's the tier 3 tower down. Very painful loss in terms of a fight. RTZ having to buy back as well to hold. VP still making VP short, and knowing that VP, they're the ones that hold the advantage this game at this stage.
And they even get a ward down now, so they have full vision of that high ground whenever EG does want to leave the base. I'd be surprised if EG doesn't defense that one though. It's very common when you do get that kind of high ground place to ward down. Now VP make their way into the Roche pit. They're gonna have Desolator finished up on top of Ramses in a second. All these big items coming out for them. EG very limited in what they can do.
Very careful now, this buyback can cool down for RTZ.
Roshan's down.
To let him go down again.
Touched
The
on
Aegis,
this once.
the cheese. As you say, the Deso as well. Cheese to no one, Aegis to Ramses. This game's certainly getting harder and harder for EG in terms of being able to hold off VP.
Yeah, they can't take head-on engagements. It's just way too hard versus Death Prophet, and I mean when they're at 14k deficit as well, it just makes it that much tougher. Pasha will have Lincoln's finished up in a second here on the puck, being able to protect his frontline heroes from that lasso will be quite nice for them. And Solo is going to have an Aghanims in about 900 gold on that Shadow Shaman.
He's been finding a lot of space around the map. Levels are good as well. Level 15 at the moment on Solo.
I mean, when they get, when you get every tower so early, Ramses actually gets lassoed here.
They finish him up. They have to Boulder Smash into the silence. Ramses.
He popped the BKB as well.
Oh,
trying to time-lapse.
Oh, he's already used the BKB. They have the Winter's Curse on him in place. Can they actually kill him? Boulder Smash is there. Ramses is trapped. Jump forward with the Dream Card. Pasha trying to turn, but Ramses is gone. What a catch for EG. And as you say, the fact that he used that BKB just before he died with the Aegis didn't have it there for his second life.
Yeah.
And EG had the perfect control with those ultimates.
He thought he could BKB time lapse.
Yeah.
He was very
He was so
low,
close.
But EG still does a decent amount of damage if they can isolate heroes, especially when it's a 5v1. But great pick up there by Universe, just seizing the opportunity with that lasso.
Yeah, that is a very, very important catch. Easy up top. He's solo. Well, it does have a little with him. The wards are dropped. And now Arteezy's got to run. He's very speedy, though.
Oh my god, that damage.
Soul Rip, bringing him down incredibly low. Lil trying to chase and finish him, but no, actually get it with the decay. That's Arteezy down for 70. No buyback. EG, they've got to buy back somehow there. They'll come in. Shackles there. The instant silence from Crit. Buying some space for Universe. EG moving in. Looking towards Lil. Crit rolls forward and finds the connection. Lil's down. See if VP could get anything more. Pasha's there with a wraparound. Oh, the Dream Core cancelling Sumail's TP. He'll be held in place. They're bringing in no one on the Death Prophet for the damage. The silence as they look to surround Sumail in these trees. He's trying to juke his way out of it. Fear with the Winter's Curse, looking to hold back VP, but Ramses is there with a wraparound. Takes down Fear. Now turns up to the fight to look towards Sumail. And Sumail, he's surrounded by 4. Sumail's down as well. Double kill for Ramses.
The 2 supports killed Arteezy by themselves. That was pretty painful. Now Ramses commits the BKB. Anything. They'll transition to a push.
They're going to have Jaro back up in 15, but the base damage will almost certainly already be done. VP looking towards the mid lane. They'll claim the range racks. Now towards the melee. The game not quite over for sure. EG can still have a few more fights in the bag, but it's looking grimmer and grimmer.
Yeah, it's looking pretty difficult for them to come back, honestly. Big items already all coming out for VP. Even their supports are super stacked. Catching up to Arteezy's gyrocopter.
VP just playing pretty perfectly. There've been a few slip-ups like Ramsey's getting caught out in the mid, but other than that, it's been pretty immaculate from VP.
Yeah, from the beginning. I mean, the lanes all going in their favor. Their movement around the map. He said they had to keep high tempo. Unique gets the last one.
We saw him get a big grab earlier. Is this another one? He's got the connection. Do they have the further control? They're slowing him down. No one self-fuels. Arteezy has the cooldown. Moving in onto no one. Trying to keep himself alive. Pops the cheese, now turns his attention towards the jar. Arteezy actually getting shredded by Ramses. Ripped apart, Sumail's down the high ground. Winter's Curse dropped down. Can they finish these kills off? They're bringing the Death Prophet low. They'll get no one. They turn towards Ramses. Ramses with a BKB. Shikuchi will make it out of there. And I tell you what, that could have gone maybe a little bit better for EG. They had the setup for the Stone Gaze, but Sumail had already used the Mask of Madness, so he couldn't get the Stone Gaze perfectly off after the Wyvern Winter's Curse. But still, they do get 2 kills out of it.
Still pretty big for them.
It's still absolutely massive for EG.
Yeah.
Considering how far they are behind.
Arteezy does drop again, but Sumail lives throughout all that.
Sumail stepping up.
Yeah, he's catching back up here. And the Winter's Curse there by Fear was very nice. Just having them focus fire on top of that Death Prophet. Numbers advantage coming into play there from EG, having everybody there at the start. While VP was kind of like trickling in 1 by 1, or 2 by 2.
Holding on to this game, EG.
Medusa now has that Eye of Scotty.
VP definitely starting to get shaken up a little bit. They did get that 1 lane of racks. Their lineup, as we say, a little bit of a timer. Ramses, of course, the Weaver still does scale very nicely. Yeah. I guess these 2 cores, we saw in that last fight. If he gets his hands on Arteezy just disappears.
Yeah, and they take so much damage with the Flesh Golem. Yeah. The amp damage that comes out from that Undying plus Solar Crest. His armor gets dropped down so low. So the gem is picked up now by EG. They're looking to try to continue these plays coming out. VP though now all grouped up. They're not going to let this. They're not going to try to let this happen again. They have Octarine finished up on no one if he chooses to go by it.
Those last sort of 2 big plays for EG, of course, coming off the back of Universe making some very nice blinks.
Already almost has the.
Even though it was a little bit of a slow start for Uni. He struggled in the lane up top, which is understandable considering the hero matchup he had, and didn't really manage to do much with the blink with the early reveal, but now at this portion of the game where it really counts.
Arcane Rune, Death Prophet, and level 18. Trying to commit that exorcism.
That is terrifying.
And he's going to use it.
Here's the push from VP. Can EG put a stop to this one? Serpent was down as well. VP fully committing. And there's the jump from Pasha. Bursting Arteezy down very low. Yules into the Boulder Smash. Beautiful control there from Crit, and they'll take Pasha down. That's the puck gone. They've lost Universe on the side. 4 versus 4. Ramsey's trying to come forward, has to time lapse back down. Silence onto the Medusa. Buyback from Universe, and VP, they'll claim the tower. Now they'll look to back off. With that buyback coming out from the bat, they know that he's going to be hunting, looking for a grab, jump forward. He's managed to find Lil. He's one of the beefier targets. They drag him back into the Stone Gaze of Sumail. He will manage to turn around, but the Boulder Smash holds Lil in place. Lil's down. Second kill for EG on the defense.
Very nice teamfight execution from EG. Catching Pasha was like the biggest thing there. That Boulder Smash silence from Crit.
Fantastic Yules into the Earth Spirit combo.
Yeah.
They are holding the... Still hemorrhaging bits of the base, as we see another tier 3 tower is down. Octarine now out onto no one.
Sumail top net worth for the first time in this game.
Oh boy, I mean this is definitely one of those games where we could see VP get the mega creeps, and this Gyro Medusa just managed to hold on and push it on.
Yeah.
You've got these 2 cores that are brilliant at pushing out these strengthened waves.
Probably the big thing too there is that Ramsey's actually claimed the gem off of the Bat Rider also. So EG does not have that. Take out the wards that were just freshly placed by VP as they were going for that siege. And they will give it to Pasha. No one. He's very alone up top. EG is setting up for him. But he backs up.
Just at the right time. EK behind, but EG still making the moves.
It's still very hard for them to take these engagements. It's really about having everybody there and just catching pretty much VP off guard, like they did catch Pasha off guard a bit there in the last engagement. Even though he jumped in, he didn't really expect to get comboed down without getting coil off.
For sure, though, when Sumail has the butterfly complete, I think that's going to be where it really comes to a point where if you're VP, you worry about if you're actually able to take the Medusa down very quickly. I know sort of resemblance of MKP, he looks towards from Ramses. He's still working on the Skadi, but damage could be an issue once Sumail has that evasion online. Yeah,
it's really scary too. Like you see them, they walk up into the fights, and then when they try to focus fire somebody, Arteezy's flak actually just shreds majority of their heroes, even if they're so farmed. Those 9 flak hits, it's pretty substantial when he's doing 236 damage.
EG coming out.
Lil.
High ground, Lil with the D-Wolf. Who's spotted? And about Universe. Oh, the Force Blink Lasso catches him. Do they have the damage? Homie missile into cooldown says they certainly do. That's one out. They'll look towards no on Dream Core, just onto Fear. We'll just hold EG back for now. Arteezy looking to go. Look at the Arteezy just charging forward up to the high ground. He's ready to chase. He's ready to fight no one. With his speed, will get out of there. But that is an undying down. Roshan just about to respawn as well. This could be pretty ideal for EG. It's still not so necessarily easy for them to do Rosh. VP can still contest with just the 4 heroes, but it is there for an option. And they're going to potentially try for it. They're hovering around. They're keeping control. They know that they have the numbers. Do they have the speed to take it? That's the question. They're going to go. They're going to commit for it. EG trying for the Roche. This could be absolutely huge. It would be the refresher shard, but it's still hard to do. In 12 seconds, Undying's going to be back up and on his way over. It's a risky one. And VP will be ready to fight this.
Yeah. There's coil available in about 5 seconds too. They keep scouting it out as well.
They do have Stone Gaze on Sumail, which can make it very hard for VP to interrupt the Roche attempt. Cooldown's back up as well. Winter's Curse. EG do have this great AoE as well as what VP have. Pasha actually jumping forward, gets the silence. 2-man Dream Cold, BKB popped by Arteezy. Sumail moves forward, looks towards no one. No one gets the siphon off. He's going to be able to keep himself alive. No, Uni! He comes in. He's got the lasso. He drags no one back into the Boulder Smash. No one falling low. And falling down. No one's gone. The Stone Gaze blocking onto the Weaver. Ramsey's gone as well.
Oh my god.
And they get the Roshan.
And Sumail gets...
Does he get all 3?
He got Refresher Shard. He's not able to pick up anything else, though. The wards are actually trapping it. And Solo actually kills the agent.
He manages to deny the agent with his wards. Okay. Pasha jumping back in. Arteezy actually dead. Pasha does get the kill. And Pasha, he may... I mean, they messed up the initial Boulder Smash in silence, so he might be able to get out of this one. Yeah, he's got the blink and he's out. A bit of a whiffed combo there. Will not catch Pasha, but still, what a play. And you could see there's one of the way Arteezy and Sumail backed off, but Universe was like, no, we're getting this kill. And he just goes straight in, grabbing that Death Prophet and dragging her back to her death.
It was literally like the perfect timing, actually. So the lasso grabs and pulls Death Prophet in, and the Stone Gaze stun hits right after it ends. So he's unable to use himself on no one. And then Ramses as well is focus firing, and he gets caught by the Stone Gaze too. perfectly executed by EG.
This is, I mean, as I said, EG looking, you know, certainly shaky at the start of this game, but now they're waking up.
Exactly.
It was early morning, you know, when we get the NAs in, they always struggle early here in EU.
And now, Sumail has that butterfly. That's the big timing that they wanted. I'm around looking for cheese. Was it popped in that one?
It might have been denied as well.
It might have been denied.
I don't know if it might not get notification.
I only see the refresher shard, and it gets given to Universe for now.
I mean, when he's hitting lassos like that.
Yeah.
Even the double lasso.
He's really came in clutch.
Yeah, we'll see it again.
See this again. So watch no one here. He holds his Yules for a very long time while he's getting focus fired, and Universe with like the perfect timing comes in here.
Look at Uni.
Grab him, and watch Stone Gaze, and watch the stun duration. Instantly gets procced on Stone Gaze. No Death Prophet Yules. Ramses as well gets hit by that too. Gets focus fired down and gets bursted.
An absolute dream fight for EG. Great. Well, he's found the setup for another lasso. They drag him in, Solo's down. He was out on his own. Solo is gone.
And they're getting some pretty big item timings too. Now it's going to be Arteezy grabbing a butterfly pretty soon as well.
Yep.
Uh-oh. VP.
They may have just missed their timing window. They were ahead. But in terms of net worth, but at the end of the day, net worth is not everything. You know, you sort of say kills aren't everything, and then it's like net worth's important. But then it's like net worth's not everything. And now at this stage, you've got to look at the heroes that are in this game. There is this Medusa gyrocopter we've seen so many times, and Medusa at this stage just be able to take the game because she becomes this incredible raid boss that is amazing at high ground defense, fantastic at pushing. I mean, all round across the board, this hero is very, very strong.
Yeah.
And in the hands of Sumail, when he's top net worth, in a game where his team is 11k behind, I mean, I know a lot of the time people like to talk about the incredible support plays, and sure that Fear and Crit, they've been playing it really solid now. This game for me, it's been how well Arteezy and Sumail have kept their cool on the cause and make sure that they don't get left behind.
I think
and Uni's lassos.
Catching Ramses in the mid lane, I think that was like the big startup of their comeback. Yeah. Being able to kill him with Aegis, get it back, and then that lasso in particular was absolutely perfect. I'm really impressed by him seizing those opportunities when they're at such a deficit. It makes it so much harder when you're playing like under so much vision as a Bat Rider. And he's been definitely getting those opportunities. So I have Scotty finished on Ramses, and he has queued up now the MKB. We have the 40-minute mark hitting as well, so those double runes will start coming into play for whoever has the map control. Yeah, VP. They're feeling pretty pressured now on a very defensive stance. And yeah, Arteezy does have that butterfly finished up too. So those big item timings, no MKBs just yet. But VP, they're all smoked up.
Sumail, there is a Sumail. They'll find the silence. Dreamcore's going to miss. Sumail, quick with the Hurricane Pike, gets himself down. Crit jumps forward. Arteezy's there as well with the cooldown. Ramses pots the BKB. Focuses towards Sumail. Sumail falling very, very low. The lasso's there for Universe, controlling Ramses into the silence for Crit. They're going to be able to take Ramses down again. Universe with these lassos, making the big plays happen. Arteezy going to go back forward. Sumail just had to buy back for this one, but they know that they can take this fight. They know Ramses is down for 70. They'll find Lil, keeping Artur alive. Universe again with these lassos, catching core after core. I mean, I tell you what, back I need about it's Universe. This game's Universe. These lassos, never have I seen so many important lassos just come off back to back. So and especially after the start he was really struggling at the beginning of this game. But every time, every fight, Universe has hit not just one, as we saw, he's hit two that are absolutely game-changing and making sure that EG, the flow is all their way because of this these blinks from the back.
Yeah, and the coordination there too. Ramses' BKB gets used during the Stone Gaze, then Universe grabs him during the lasso with the lasso, and then Crit gets like the perfect silence follow-up, so he can't get that time lapse up. And now it's EG going onto the high ground here.
There we go. EG. What a turnaround this game has been. And still, VP are ahead. I mean, that's because they have taken more structure. There's still a tier 2 mid for EG to take, but
yeah.
If you're watching this game, you certainly feel that EG, they are the powerhouse at the moment in this game.
Yeah.
With how big Sumail and Arteezy are.
Level 25 on Sumail now too for that attack modifier bonus. And the levels are really starting to come into play. Look at the experience graph, and it's getting close to 0. Everyone on EG.
Link for Fear as well, so we can look to make this big win to Curse play. Ramsey's still struggling towards that MKB. They need it. The damage is an issue. Universe on the front lines with an Invis rune as well. Seeing if you can find a lasso. See what he can get here. VP already heading over to the other side of their map. Keeping the distance. You've got to be scared of this bat, right? I'll tell you. Universe. About down the high ground. If anyone shows, could still find a big grab.
A prize! Dire's middle tower is under attack!
Pushing EG. Artesian some out. Fronting the siege onto this tier 2. VPR there on the side, but it's almost half an empty. Sticking Universe. Comes up. Tombstone's down.
Someone better help Dire's middle
back
tower.
off with the Tombstone out. Really wanting to
turn away
push
from
about
this
taking a
battle.
fight right next to it.
He does have a ward down there, so they do see Pasha.
Here's the good ammo!
And they did lose the gems as well during those last games.
Smell. Bit of a bait here. They do have the rest of the team ready to jump in. Can they save him in time? Arteezy with the wrap around. The BKB, the cooldown. Winter's Curse holds back the Death Prophet, but no one did already get the ghost through. Arteezy takes down Solo. Ramses turns his attention towards the easier kill. Looks for Fear. Will find it. Sumail still alive for now. They can't quite finish him off, and Universe, he's there. He has the control on Ramses into the boulder smash and crit. Can they kill the Weaver? They can again. Universe. He finds the big kills. They have lost 3 though. No one's still absolutely massive this fight, so VP can continue to chase.
Sumail living is probably the most important thing because he had used buyback in that last engagement. He dropped incredibly low.
And they did kill Ramses because of Universe's play, and the ghosts were used. So the push, it is going to come through, of course, from VP, but it isn't going to be nearly as scary as it could be. With no Exorcism, with no Weaver, it's hard for this lineup to really hit structures.
That was very close to being maybe some more costly situation there.
Yeah.
Universe doesn't get that last
one. If they don't kill Weaver, then they lose another set of racks for sure.
And Fear there, he bought a lot of time. You know, you even mentioned it. Like Ramsey switched targets in that fight and went for him instead of trying to focus on Sumail, which ends up Sumail living as a Disdusa and not having to, not have. He already used that buyback, so if he did die there, it would have been pretty punishing. Death Prophet now full Shiva's finished up. So much tankier, and their attack speed slow could help them in those fights. But very, very close every single time.
Just does go to show how one mistake can still be game-ending it for EG, and VP can definitely still take the win if they get that chance to push in with the 2 big pushing powerhouses. To the pit, Roshan is up. Spotted out. And everyone back
Arcane
alive.
Rune outside the pit for no one. On top of that Octarine Exorcism. Will be very strong in this next upcoming fight.
And this Roche pit could be absolutely huge. It comes through. Backing off for now.
Arteezy almost has Satanic finished. Gonna make him actually kind of tanky because he's
because he does have. I wonder if he does decide to go full in on the purchase. Imagine with the way that this game is going, I feel like having buyback is more valuable.
Roche gets scouted by the orb.
See if they can get away with this one. Universe
comes out.
Oh, it holds back one already. Trying to go in on the sidelines. Arteezy moves forward, but the cooldown connects onto both Solo and Ramses. Ramses posts the BKB. Turns towards Arteezy, but Ramses is falling low. Has the time lapse. Gets himself back up to full. Stone Gaze holding them back. In fact, they've got the lasso. Universe grabs Pasha. Pasha's down. No one's popped the Exorcism, but he's being kept at bay here. He's trying to get stuck in, but with 2 guys down on VP, it's very hard for the rest of the team to get a fight going at all. Boulder Smash comes through from Crit. He has the control. The silence onto 2. That's the Undying down. They surround no one. This Exorcism surely not enough to save him. He's got a lot of regen flying through with the Siphon. He is still alive. Ramses has come back in. Sumail very, very low. Have they got enough to finish off that Medusa? The regen comes in. That's going to be back up to full health. No one.
evasion. Even though they have butterflies, evasion does not matter versus the ghosts.
Let's see what they can do here. Going all in with this push VP. Got Universe, he's looking for the setup. He jumps in, will be used up. He managed to get the lasso onto the death prophet, but couldn't quite drag him all the way back. Stone Gaze comes through somehow, moving in the midst of it all. Winter's Curse holds back a couple of them from Fear. They're looking towards Ramses. Ramses, he's been silenced. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get comboed down. He'll be okay. Pashy jumps in, 3-man remaining Rift. They'll look towards Fear. Fear pushed outside of the base. Samel trying to hold with the Scotty. They've lost the melee racks to the Serpent Wards. They'll pop the Aegis. Ramses is down once, but so's Fear. Fear's out. He'll buy back immediately. Solo's gone as well. He doesn't have buyback available. They're looking for the focus. They're falling low on the Earth Spirit, but Crit's fine. Samel shoved forward. He hasn't got the control for VP. VP back away. Lil still there on the left. He will be left behind. Pasha looking to dagon down Samel, but he hasn't quite got enough burst to deal with this Medusa. But that's Lil gone. But they did get the top racks. They got what they came for, VP.
Nice objective play by VP, exactly. Solo just throwing the wards down there, and then they try to pick a fight elsewhere, so the wards just clean up that racks. They still have that objective-based gaming coming out from VP. Very hardcore with the Exorcism and Serpent Wards.
Let's see what EG can get done here now. They're straight down middle. Let's see what VP can do to stop it. No Exorcism quite yet. They do have the Dream Coil. They know that Lil is definitely down for 55. They know that he brought back recently. So there's no one dying to worry about in this defense.
Solo still has the Refresher Shard on the Shadow Shaman, so he really wants to do that double ward play.
I mean, they've got to be careful with those lanes pushing in if he goes for any sort of pots, double Serpent Wards into the base play. But it's his own base that he certainly needs to be worried about at the moment with this push that EG are coming in with. They'll take the tier 3 tower. They move on to the racks. Pasha there on the side, jumps in. Does jump out. They're not looking to fight as of yet. They need to bring the full team in, and there's still a bit of time before they're back up. So EG will get away with claiming the mid racks. Looks like they should be able to get out as well without any worry of VP catching them and controlling them. Now, if the ping's out onto the shrines, EG just looking to take the objectives, keep control. DD, Rune has been spotted out. It'd be very nice for either Samel or Arteezy in the next engagement. They're holding, and 51 minutes in, this is turning into quite a treat of a game. Both these teams playing some fantastic Dota.
We're having a lot of level 25s coming out.
Yeah.
5 of the heroes on the board, almost Universe as well, almost 6 heroes, level 25 now. If Solo, Solo's got a haste rune now too. Okay, I thought he was gonna run straight to the base. It looked like for a second, but if he gets that level 25, the damage from the double or even triple Serpent Wards, that he almost has enough mana for all 3. Actually does with the Arcane Boots, as he can refresh Arcane Boots and do all that whenever he gets the refresher coming out soon. That could be quite a lot of damage, even in the team fights too. If he gets like 2 or 3 Serpent Wards down, that is absurd damage, like peeling out the split shot.
Actually picking up a Lincoln's as well on no one. There's something else to help against this Universe bat.
They definitely need it. EG smoked up. They're trying to get the wrap around. They know where VP's position here.
All eyes on Universe. Can he find any sort of grab to start the fight off? Ramses is going to be jumped on. He did get the Yules off. And in fact, can they find the follow-up? The link is in fact from no one. He puts it onto Ramses, making sure that the lasso is not successful from Universe. But they've lost Lil. Universe will go down. Arteezy pops the BKB. It looks towards no one, but now the BKB is worn off. Samel able to find a second as both supports are down on VP. No one's still alive for the time being. Arteezy and Samel having to back off. They're getting low. Ramses, he's picked up there on the sidelines. There's going to be a buyback from Universe. Arteezy in trouble. Arteezy's down. He'll buy back as well. But what a play there. That Lincoln's from no one.
So close.
But he lays down on Ramses, saves the day for VP there in that fight. Absolutely massively.
It also was the way that they could take the fight this time around.
Yeah.
You see the double Serpent Wards gets dropped, and then it gives Ramses a lot of liberty to just go to the back lines and kill the 2 supports. Or kill the Bat Rider and the Winter Wyvern, and then everybody else is just fighting pretty much Medusa and Gyro versus everybody else on the side of VP. And with Exorcism running, it's still a bit too much damage for EG to handle.
Oh, hello. What's coming up from the secret shop? Is anything? It's not. Oh, no, we're not rapiers. Getting a little excited. It's just a Moon Shard for Samel.
We got some yesterday. We might get some today. Don't worry. So now it's
a little interesting. What so Samel actually, with a slot still available, opts to go for a Moon Shard rather than another item. Does that sort of surprise you? But I feel we don't see that.
It's a lot of damage that
sure, it is a lot of attack speed, yeah. Mid lane, Universe. Forward will be held back by the Yules. Oh yeah, as we see with these Lincolns in play, it's hard for Universe to get what he was done earlier.
Such a close match.
That's the refresher all complete. for Shaman. Solo. We've seen that double Serpent Wards end the game very quickly before, and it could happen in this one.
Pasha's about to have Refresher finished up on the puck as well.
And AC...
Double coil, double dagon. Could be
AC being queued up by some...
Illusion!
I don't know, because he had that queued up earlier. I wonder, you don't think he accidentally bought 2 Hyperstones and then made a Moon Shard when he was trying to get AC? I don't know.
I'm not sure. He keeps switching it up.
Okay.
Arteezy has
oh yeah, he's gone for
AC,
okay.
and now he has
Now he's going
Nullify.
Nullify.
Yeah,
Okay.
they want to be able to stop those BKBs and the Eul Scepters.
Nullify would be pretty great if you can get it past the Lincolns.
Yeah.
On these 2 cores, that's for sure.
Yeah. Prevent the cheese usage as well. Could be pretty massive. VP. They've got the double Serpent Wards ready. They've got Exorcism. Everything.
See what we have there.
Trying to break the Lincolns with the snake. They do break one.
Pasha
jumps.
The coil onto 2. Sumail just standing his ground. Man fighting up against Ramses. Cooldowns there as well. They've got the Winter's Curse. Holding Ramses in place. There's the lasso. Universe jumps in. He's found the grab. Bringing Ramses back into the clutches of the boulder smash. Ramses, he's down. He's down for 2 minutes. Again, the control is perfect. Can VP hit back hard? They're certainly going to try. They're moving in with the Ghost up to the high ground. Shackles onto a Ricky. And now they're looking towards Death Prophet. Death Prophet's down. That's 2 cores of VP down for 2 minutes without buyback. Sumail cleaning up as he claims the double. 4 heroes are gone. Nobody with buyback available on VP. If EG shove it down a lane now, they could just end this game.
The Weaver and Death Prophet are short on buyback. They do not have enough buyback gold. Even though the cooldown is up.
Can EG push quick enough though to make an impact with it? Sumail's got to refuel. He's out of mana. He's low on health.
Look at that damage done by Sumail in that fight. 8,452.
Just Medusa things. Sumail's played it very solid this game. They're looking. They're a little apprehensive about pushing in. I think because, as you said, because it's the gold that's the problem.
Yeah.
You may not expect that none of these buybacks.
Again, Universe.
Oh, he takes off the Lincolns with the Eul Scepter, and he has the lasso immediately after. Pasha buys back straight away with the intention of keeping VP off. And I think, yeah, because EG don't realise that the buybacks aren't sort of available, they're not trying for this push straight away. And VP will have a chance at this pace to hold on once more. They should at least lose a set of racks. EG, they're looking up towards that top lane. Arteezy ready to go straight in. Nullifier has now been complete by Sumail. Flying through back door protection.
DD rune.
The power of it. Still a little bit of a painful window. 35 seconds, no Death Prophet. As I say, EG will get away with the top racks. Take down another set. Ramses will be back in 10. Pasha looking to cut some sort of creep wave, I believe, with the waves hovering around the middle lane. They'll move to tier 4s.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
EG, they do get something out of this, but the game will still go on. Much to the delight of us and the viewers at home, as this one is quite a spectacle. 34-31, 57 minutes in, 5k lead now for EG. I mean, what, can we have a look at the net worth graph again? Is it just this?
First time in the whole game that they've claimed the net worth advantage.
There we have it, ticking in. Oh, about a 20k it was reaching in there. Experience a similar sort of story.
Yeah.
And everyone reached the 25s. Yes, we see what is the Undying and the Shaman yet to do so. Very close to having the full 25s on the board, and VP are out, they're ready to fight. Ramses on the hunt, getting in with the speed executes. They put the Dream Call onto Sumail. What they can do, they'll turn with the bugs. Universe getting used up, force himself away. Arteezy and Sumail standing their ground. No one trying to get stuck in. He's popped the Ghost for this. Backing off EG. Arteezy low on mana, the focus that Ramses was able to put on him.
They're going to try to re-engage once Exorcism's down. Maybe fix, yeah, probably. Splinter Blast, 2-second stun. Yeah, it's
really good.
It's really
Splinter Blast, 2-second stun. We don't see that a lot. We
don't see a lot of level 25.
No, yeah. Not a lot of level 25 wipers, but 2-second stun on Splinter Blast. That is going to be absolutely nasty for VP to play against these team fights, especially when they are these fights where you are guaranteed to hit multiple heroes with the Splinter Blast.
Yeah.
It's a full-out Hex for Pasha.
So he switched from the refresher that he had queued up before. Just wanted to get that instant disable, more important to him. I've been trying to keep track of the Spirit Vessel usage a lot in these fights too, because I've been seeing Crit throwing it onto no one in pretty much every situation, so he reduces the heal from the Spirit Siphon, as well as on the other side, I've seen Undying throwing it on the
I love these plays, they're the best. The crew wave's not quite close enough to take down the backdoor protection, but when it is, Solo's ready to drop those wards.
He might just do it anyway.
Oh, he will.
It's pretty underwhelming.
I mean, well, it is with the backdoor protection. But still, they need the creep wave closer.
Yeah, he does.
The creep wave's nearly close enough. Come on, creep wave, get yourself over it. It's going to be there soon. I'm sure he's being kept out just on the back of it. Indeed, Solo's down. Now, is it still close to where it's just behind the tier 2 is sort of the range when it takes it off? It must
be a little bit closer. It's like down the ramp a little bit.
I think, yeah, EG are going to be alright because they're able to keep the creep wave just outside of the range of it.
If he was level 25 on the Shadow Shaman, maybe he gets the range Rex there because the bonus, the 60 ward attack damage.
Yeah, maybe just make the play a little too quick.
Yeah, he tried. He tried though.
Sure. We'll probably see it again in a couple of minutes if the game doesn't end by then, and with the way it's going, this game, as I say, both teams can keep it rolling. Into the pit, EG go. Roshamp. VP and man down.
They can't take that fight.
And they're not heading over to this pit anytime soon. I'll let this one go to EG.
Took down Roshan. I trust there was a good reason.
By Crypt for now. Once again over to Universe.
I would definitely give that man the refresher shard all day with the plays that he's been coming in.
I mean, especially if he manages to get the Hexen in the next fight, you can see Universe sort of solo disabling the entire team.
Yep.
With this bat play.
Sumail purchasing up a late game bottle.
Okay.
Get those, bottle up those DD runes.
Yeah, late game DD Medusa is disgusting. See if he gets lucky with the rune spawns. Indeed, if he is able to manage to grab hold of them. We're getting everyone on the 25s yet with Solo. He's nearly there. Just a couple more creeps.
Very close, yeah.
Lil needs to step it up. Come on, level 22 on the end line.
He's been at that level 20 mark for a very long. I think about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, he's hit a roadblock for sure. What an opening game! What an opening game though we got going here. 60 minutes.
What a waste to start there.
Yeah.
Game 1 of this best of 3. That's the treat as well. We're going to see more from these two teams.
Yep. EG going for the megas here.
MVP stop it. The lineup alive.
Oh,
he did try and jump in. Indeed, the Yules comes out and force himself away. No one going in. Oh, the 4-man dream cover. The BKB's popped out by Arteezy. Turns towards Noah, but Noah keeping himself alive. The Crest Evasion doing a lot for him. They'll drop the Nullifier down, but he's still fine. Arteezy's falling low. They have got the lasso onto the puck. Can they kill Pasha in time? They can. Pasha's down, but they've lost Fear. No, Pasha's still alive. He managed to live. They didn't quite finish him off. Sumail's still going. Finishes off Lil. Can they get Sumail out of this fight? They can. They'll take Sumail down. Buyback from Lil as VP look to continue this fight. And Ramsey's getting low. Boulder Smash catches out onto Sumail. Arteezy able to claim the Shadow Shaman. He's down for 100 seconds. Sumail buying back for this. Straight back into the fight with the boost to travel.
Pasha lived with, I think it was a 26
Yeah,
HP
it did look like he was dead.
Yeah, he got the Yules up at the last possible moment.
And EG, they are ready to push in. There's no Exorcism. And there's no Shadow Shaman. How much can they do with this? They did have to expend that buyback. On Sumail, and Sumail, oh no! The Hex. The Hex, need to try on the side of it. Arteezy does get the shot to BKB, Satanic, he's healing back up. Turns towards Ramsey. Ramsey time that says this time Pasha will get caught.
No buyback on Pasha.
Quick Boulder Smash to the puck.
No buyback on Pasha for a minute 30.
Sumail's back in, up to the high ground. 3 versus 4. EG, they should be able to claim the Megas, maybe even more with this push. Have they finally done it? Jump forward from Universe. He's found the lasso again. He's got the catch onto no one. No one's down. He'll buy back straight away. Ramsey's heading forward. He's got to be very, very careful. There's still 4 members. He can't be outnumbered. They're looking for Ramsey's. Ramsey's with the Shikuchi, keeping the distance. EG now backing off. They're respecting the fact that no one's ready to chase. They'll turn. They've got the flame break knockback onto no one. Back into the clutches of Arteezy. Sumail forces forward, closes the gap. No one's down for 2 minutes. No buyback. Ramsey's, he's trying his best to clean things up. He'll get the kill onto the Earth Spirit, but Crit immediately buys back. TP's back into the fight. He knows with 2 cores down on VP, this should be enough for EG to close up game 1. In incredible fashion. What a game 1 to start day 2 here of the ROG Dream League Major with. As EG, they take the tier 4s. Solo, I believe he's got the double serpent. wards. We'll see if it does anything, but look who's been caught on the back again. Universe, he finds the Weaver. There'll be a buyback, but GG, well played, is called. This game, Evil Geniuses. Questions were sort of asked about this roster coming into this match, and at the start of the game, I can guarantee there would have been a few lols debated in Twitch chat on EG's performance, but wow, what a way that they brought this